Hey guys, I'm Maddy Marr, and we have a very special guest with us today at the People page to discuss last night's Real Housewives of Miami episode. First off, tell us who you are in your alter ego life.
Well, I create the character Elaine Lancaster.
But your name is?
James Davis.
There you go. Now, are you a fan of the show?
I am.
You watch it?
I do.
And what do you think of last night's episode?
I thought Marisol looked great. I thought it was very sweet and sentimental. But of course, you know, I'm the champion of Leah because I know Leah in real life. And I know what an asset she is and how strong she is and all the good she does for people that she doesn't even know.
I saw her, she was doing some motivational speaking. The kids didn't look too interested though.
I know, that was horribly edited.
Do you think the show is trying to make her look bad?
I think they perhaps did last night, yeah. But I think the big beauty of the whole thing is Miami itself. Miami looks fantastic.
Adriana, her pole dance was interesting, huh?
Well, you know, Adriana, she's sort of like a free spirit. And, you know, I say more power to you, but I think that when you're as smart as she is and as sassy as she is, you should try to sort of spotlight that opposed to pole dancing lessons. But to each their own.
Now, what about Alexia? I know she brought in William Levy, the telenovela star. He's kind of like the Latin Brad Pitt. He's really hot.
Very hot.
There's a little sparks between them, even though Alexia's married. What do you think about that?
I mean, it's hard not to. I mean, goodness, he's like 6'4", very good looking. And I know he's extremely well followed in the Latin community. He's on a Mexican soap opera, which a friend of mine, who will remain nameless, religiously watches that show every night at 8 o'clock.
Do you think that's why she had a car accident? She was thinking about
Perhaps. I didn't think about that. It's pretty, yeah, maybe.
She was a little distracted.
Well, I can see that.
Now, what about that lunch at Martirano's? Have you been over there? You've probably eaten at Steve Martirano's.
I haven't, but I had
place.
lunch at the one out at Hard Rock not too long ago. It was delicious.
Yeah.
And I know that they have a great following. I thought it was nice. I mean, but you know, there you go. Adriana bringing up the whole thing about Christy crashing the party again. Which Christy Rice, I don't know what she's on that show for. She brings nothing to it whatsoever.
She was like a reject from Basketball Wives,
yeah,
right?
well, she's a reject, obviously, because, I mean, if she's going to sit there and just dwell and be a defensive personality the whole time, no one goes to a gala, a charity event, and tries to sneak in the back door. And we saw her on tape earlier in the first couple of shows before last night, where she did come with 2 girls, and then last night she told Leah, oh, I only came with me and 1 person, which is a lie.
So what do you think about Larsa? I mean, isn't she kind of like a little bit snooty? She reminds me of the Mean Girls.
Well, yeah, she is a little snooty, but I mean, you know, I think she's in her own little world. And for someone to say that, you know, she sleeps better at night because after she fires a nanny,
yeah.
I mean, that's a little bit, but you know, that's what people tune in for, I think, is the drama of it all.
Yeah. So who's your favorite housewife?
I'd have to say, as far as someone who aspired to be like, would be more like Leah because she's so smart. She really is. I mean, she runs 3 businesses. She runs that charity. She runs her husband's law firm practically herself, and she's the mother of a wonderful child. And that is the #1 thing in her life.
Wow.
That little boy. Marisol is playing it sort of safe. She's not really. There's not much personality coming through.
She's smart.
If it wasn't for Elsa, I don't think that she would really be a big player on the show.
Yeah, she keeps quiet.
She keeps quiet, which could be a smart thing, you know.
Yeah.
But she certainly is. You know, she's accomplished in her field.
Yeah, she made up for it with Mama. Mama's very entertaining. Obviously, major injections. I don't know what they did to her.
I would assume, being someone who creates my job as a female impersonator, there's a lot of transsexuals who have freeform silicone put in their face, and that's exactly how they look when it falls. So I would assume that she's had silicone put in her face and it has shifted.
We did have this here about the passing of Liz Taylor today. I know that you said that you were a big fan of hers.
Oh, extremely. I mean, I've been doing HIV/AIDS charity work for 20 years. She has been extremely important in the field of HIV/AIDS research and acknowledging the cause when it was not even considered a fashionable cause. Yeah.
All right, well, thank you so much for coming into our studio and dishing with us.
Thank you.
And being kind of nasty, which is what we like around here. We need a little snark. And next week, hopefully, we'll get Elsa, Marisol's mom, to come in here, and she won't have to take a 24-hour ride. It's 2 minutes. Elsa, come on.